The Weekend Vibe.
Yes, it's the Weekend Vibe, and we got Conducta in the building.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, bro. How you doing? How you feeling?
I'm good. How are you feeling?
I'm good. I'm glad you came in the Barcelona top. Vintage. It's looking sick.
Ronaldinho times.
I know, man. The legend. Would you say he's the greatest player?
Nah, for me it always be Zidane. Like Zidane. No, you know what it is. No, you know what, that France team, right?
Yeah.
When I would have been like 8 years old. I think it was 2002 World Cup.
Yeah.
Basically, I just said to my mum, like, I packed a suitcase. I got my Paddington Bear passport. I was like, raw, I'm going to France to go see Henry and Zidane and stuff. Like, literally tried to leave the yard. Like that French team was just too much. Like
it
France,
was sick.
Arsenal, that connection.
All right. Quick question before we get into the interview. Who do you think is going to win the World Cup this year? My money's on France.
Nah, I think it'll be Germany.
You reckon?
Yeah, I just think Germany, like, just efficient in it. I don't know, I just think that people are overlooking them.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't think they could do it. France's squad is too sick.
No, but France should have had their time at the Euros, innit? And I think if they were going to click, they would have clicked then. But I think it'll be like a Belgium-Germany final.
Do you know why I say France? I feel like France has a lot to prove to everyone as a national team. Like, individually, in their own respective clubs, I don't feel like they get enough shine. Like, obviously, Martial, Dembele now with injury, Pogba. So I feel like France is going to turn up for the World Cup because they'll be like, no, we're the best in the world. We've got to show people.
But they had the chance at the Euros, innit? And that Portugal team was dead and they still didn't win it. So I just think, like...
I'm not convincing you.
I don't know about that France team. It's just they're individuals, innit? I just don't think they're a team yet.
Yeah, okay, cool. All right, we're going to head straight into it. Let's talk about, when was Conducta born? When did the name come about?
Conducta, when I would have been about 14, 15.
Yeah.
I just like Skepta, and then my initials...
Skepta though, man. Have you seen the Naomi thing?
Yeah, it's a bit mad. It's just weird, isn't it? Because if you told me that when I was like 13, 14 that even happened, like, it's like we're in a parallel universe, isn't it? It's just bare weird. So it's just mad. But so Skepta, that was like, he was the MC that I loved growing up and stuff.
Yeah.
And then my initials were CON, so I just thought Con, and then Skepta, Conducta.
Nice. All right, cool. That's a nice story. When did you think to yourself, like, bro, I'm sick now. Like, I could do mixes, I could do that. When did that actually sink in for you?
I don't know, to be honest. I think it's just been a journey, innit? I think I just get more confident as time goes on. I've always thought, yeah, I've been good and I can take this to like a particular level. Yeah. But I think literally like every day I have a session or every day I have a show, and I like just feel that confidence of that adrenaline of, boom, I can do this on a consistent basis. I feel like some of those things that keeps on recharging. I think it always ebbs and flows. Like when you're creative, you like one day you feel like on top of the world, the next day you feel like, I can't do anything. So
I hear you on that one. You're from Bristol originally.
Yeah.
Big up Bristol. How does the music scene kind of compare from Bristol to London?
Bristol's interesting because it's smaller, first of all, so everyone knows each other in the sense that in the same way in London, like in South London, everyone in South knows everyone in South, everyone in North knows everyone North. In Bristol, it's like a whole community. It's a lot smaller, so like someone's studio is like there to there to there. And but it's cool. Like there's always nights going on. It's very like a vast range of nights. There's like it's thriving. It's very healthy.
Nice. You're a fan of Teddy Riley and Timbaland, two greats, two absolute complete legends. Aside from them, who else would you kind of work with in the producing kind of industry? Who?
The thing is, I'm going to say another R&B guy. I'm probably going to say Jermaine Dupri, innit?
Is it?
Or nah, you know what? No. I'd say Pharrell. Like, I'd say Pharrell.
I was actually thinking that, you know.
I'd say Pharrell. No. I overlooked Pharrell there. Yeah, I'd probably say Pharrell, but... Yeah, that sound, that side there, like with Teddy Riley and stuff, like I just think Teddy Riley's contribution to like urban or R&B music in general is completely overlooked because that bringing of that whole New Jack Swing thing. Like you hear it in people didn't hear that in that Bruno Mars tune until what, like six months ago, and it comes from that Teddy Riley sound, and like not a lot of people know that. So I think that's been completely overlooked. But yeah, big up Teddy Riley and big up Neptunes, like Pharrell.
For sure, but that kind of shows that you are kind of versatile in your sound as well, because obviously originally you do garage, innit? So from that now, do you kind of take influences from like R&B like sounds and stuff like that and infuse it with garage as well?
I think that's the main thing I try and do in my music, is that although it's garage and it's centered around garage, the music that I like, love and play, I try and make my music an emulsion of everything from like R&B to hip hop to grime to funky, and get that all in like elements of it all in one tune, or as many elements as I can.
Okay. What's been like your most memorable show to date that you can think of?
I've had a couple memorable shows.
Yeah.
2 weeks ago, I played in Manchester. It like sold out. It was mad.
I heard their audience is crazy.
Yeah, I went topless. Like it was mad. I actually took my top off. It was mad. It was crazy. I wouldn't even like. I do nut stuff, but I wouldn't even do that. So in Manchester, that's like the most recent runnable show. Before that, I'd say I played in Barcelona 2 summers ago at a place called Razzmatazz.
Nice.
And it was just beautiful because Wookie was also playing, and like big garage guy, and like obviously like someone that I've like listened to growing up. And then after my set at like 4 a.m, went to the beach, chilled, watched the sunrise. It was just a mad feeling.
Nice. Talk to us about your brand new track, Only You.
So yeah, with Only You, yeah, it's like I wanted to get again. I've got the swing on it. It's like got that New Jack swing, kind of R&B vibes, and I want it to be kind of not too much of a throwback to like the shola Amma like garage tunes, but just had that kind of sweet boy kind of feel. We just shot the video in Paris last week, which is really cool. I'm looking forward to showing everyone the visuals for that. But yeah, it's been like, I'm really happy with the tune and the response has been wicked.
Nice. We're going to go into this kind of question. This one I thought was quite interesting. I saw this around Twitter this past week. I'm not sure if you saw it. But if you was like to do a mixtape about your life right now, what would the tracks be? What would the name of the tracks be?
A mixtape?
A mixtape of your life right about now. What would the tracks be?
Could I give the mixtape a name?
Yeah, you could give the mixtape a name.
I'll call the mixtape Duplicity.
Okay.
And this is why I call the mixtape Duplicity, because if I was going to do an album, I'd probably call it Duplicity, because of like, I feel with me, the one thing that I've had is like dealing with stuff is the kind of satisfying what I want to do, and then like trying to like satisfy my parents as well. And I think that's one thing that like many young people, like especially when you're in the arts and stuff, are trying to battle with, like doing what you want to do and then satisfying your parents. And I've kind of come to like a middle ground of being able to do what I want to do and still like try and at least like not care about my parents thing, but know that once I get to my particular aim, that they'll eventually be proud. Nice.
So definitely you got like your family infused in everything that you kind of do as well, which is kind of good. Do you have any siblings?
I've got 3 younger sisters.
Wow. I've got 1. How do you handle 3, bro?
Yeah, it's a bit mad. It's a bit mental, but no, I love them all equally. Like,
okay, cool. I'll make sure that they check out this interview as well. We're gonna go into Belly Squad and then your song.
Weekend Vibe. The Weekend Vibe.
Yes, it's the Weekend Vibe. Conductor's still in the building. We had Only You played out. This is the first time it's been played out on Westside, so big ups to that.
Thank you,
yes,
thank you,
yes,
thank you.
Of course, man. Thank you for coming down, brother. We're just gonna get to a couple of your shows. I mean, you got a couple shows in March. Tell us about that, and the summer coming up as well.
Yeah, it's quite busy. This is gonna test my memory and if I can remember my diary. So March 16th, that's in 2 weeks' time. You catch me at Fabric.
Yeah.
That's with Mike Skinner and Holy Goof. Then the next day, I'm in Brighton. Then after that, it's like a homecoming. 2 weeks after, it's like Good Friday. I'm in Bristol. It's like a UK funky, UK garage takeover. And then festival-wise this summer, I've got Eastern Electrics with TQD, Elijah and Skilliam, P Money, Tiffany Calver, and a couple other names. Then with Creamfields, with Mr. Jams, with Kreps and Conan, Shine Anderson, Holy Goof, Rams is also there.
Packed.
I've got a couple of other stuff as well, which I can't really announce yet, but it's going to be a busy summer.
Packed. Okay, tell us where we can follow you in your socials, where we can find you.
So on Twitter, it's Conducta UK, CONDUCTA UK. The same on Instagram, same on Facebook, and SoundCloud, soundcloud.com/Conducta.
Sick. Are you ready for the game now?
Of course. Always ready.
Yeah? Always ready.
Always ready.
All right, this game is a brand new game. It's called Second Guess. And what it is basically, I present to you a word and you have to kind of guess the second, I wouldn't say title, but the second kind of reference of that word basically. So I gave you an example off air so you kind of get the theme of the game and what I'm going for.
Yeah, I get the gist.
Yeah? All right, cool. Yeah. So we're going to head straight into it. It's called Second Guess. The first word that you have is cream. I'm going to give you a tip. You mentioned it.
Yeah, Creamfields.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. You see, I was going to second guess because I thought Creamfields was too obvious, so it must be like something else. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Top.
Bins.
No.
Man.
Yeah. All right, cool. You've got that one. Crept.
Conan.
Yeah. Screen. Yeah.
Grab.
No.
Munch.
No.
Screen.
You're on the right path though.
Munch. Screen. Capture.
No. Oh, you're just not saying that one word.
Screen.
You said all the synonyms, but not the actual word.
Grab, catcher, munch, screen. Nah.
What does a cameraman do?
Snap.
No.
Push, press.
No.
The screen shoot.
Yeah.
Screenshot.
Yeah.
No, how did I not get that?
You said all the other synonyms, but not that one. All right, cool. This one should be really, really easy. Lethal.
Bizzle.
Yeah. I'll give you that
I
one.
was going to say weapon.
And the last one is West.
Side.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, that was good.
Come on.
No, I'm disappointed I didn't get a screenshot. I'm actually annoyed at
You
myself.
were saying all the synonyms, but you just didn't get that one right. But you finally got it there, and I had to give you some help there.
I was stuck in BlackBerry mode, innit? Screen munch.
It's all good, man. I had to give you that assist like Ozil, you know. I had to give you that
Let's not talk about Arsenal. I don't want to talk about Arsenal, man. No.
What, bro? No, that disappointment.
It's too stressful, man.
It's
Honestly.
too stressful. Do you know what? You can come over to Man United, you know. We
No,
accept that.
I'm not defecting. I'm just waiting for Wenger to go in it and then boom,
Do you
rebuild it.
actually think that would make a change?
100%. You can see it. They've not been playing for him for how many years? This isn't an overnight thing. Listen, when we lost the Carling Cup final, I'm gonna go on a rant now.
No,
Like,
it's
how
all
long
right.
do we have?
It's alright. We got a bit of time.
You see, when we lost the Carling Cup final
Yeah.
to Birmingham, that was what, in 2011, 2012?
Mm-hmm.
I could see there, like, boom, we're in regression. Every time the big players left, when he sold Vieira, when he sold Henry, all of them have come out and said that he didn't want to challenge. Like, he was content in challenging for top 4, but he didn't want to take it to the next level. So if all of our best players who've left over like the last 10 years have said the same thing over and over again, there's only one common denominator in this whole thing. And this isn't a new thing. This is since whenever it's been. So for me as a fan, there was a point where like I kind of just did my own thing, concentrated, and like I wasn't really that invested, emotionally invested.
I'm glad you did that, bro, because now you're sick.
No, that's the thing. That 3 years is vital because I'm where I am now. It's only now that I'm getting weighed down again by all this
So
stuff.
basically, Arsenal Wenger had a point to play on your career, basically.
Listen, there's a couple of things I did. I stopped watching EastEnders and I stopped supporting Arsenal for a bit. My career flourished.
Hey, this has been Conducta. I'm Samuel Eddie. Definitely, you get this. This is filmed right now as well, so it will be out on my YouTube and it'll be up on my SoundCloud as well. Thank you so much for coming down.
Thank you for having me.
That was my producer touching my arm. I thought I did something wrong or something. But next up, we got Ray and Mabel with cigarettes. Keep it locked.